How many pets is too many? One might say one, others might say two or three, and others might say there's not a limit. I am one of those people. The moral of the story is to never pass up an opportunity to be kind and help those that are in need. This can be used for humans or animals, in this case, animals. My family has always been animal lovers. We've always had a couple animals here and there, but never too many. My dad is very much the voice of reason about how many animals we keep in the house, until 3 weeks ago. Me and my boyfriend like to go on drives around town, and on these drives, I make sure I look for kittens all of the time. I try to look for strays that are on the side of the road or ones that are hurt. And the only way I can keep a kitten is if I find it on the side of the road. So I always keep an eye out. One night about 3 weeks ago, when we were driving, we saw about 6 to 8 kittens just in the street wandering around. And I knew that I had to get those cats. I talked to my boyfriend and he told me no. Because we were in his new car and he's a car guy and he's worked very hard for this new car. And he was like, absolutely not. There's no way these cats are staying or riding in this new car. He said, we can go back to my house and get my old car and we can pick the cats up. And I was like, that's great. That's perfectly fine. We went back to his house, got his new car and got a bucket. And we drove back to where we found these kittens and there were none left. And I was clearly upset. I was like, the one time that we have cats that we can find and get, they're gone. So we took a loop around the house or around the town. And finally, whenever we came back, there was about 5-ish around and 2 of them ran off, but 3 of them stayed remotely close to me. And whenever I got out of the car, I made my boyfriend turn off the car so they wouldn't get scared. And some of the 2 of them immediately came up to me and was like just super nice and loving. And then the other one I just picked up and was like, okay, we're gonna take these 3. You know, I feel bad about not taking the other ones, but 3 is better than none. So I took those 3 and we got back in the car. Now this is when I started to get a little nervous. I knew that I was gonna go home and have to tell my parents that I have these 3 kittens with me. I knew that my mom wouldn't be super mad because she is just as much as an animal lover as I am, but I knew my dad would not freak out, but he would be upset. To my surprise and my mom's surprise, my dad came out of the house, took one look at the kittens and said, "Aw, kittens, are you keeping them?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Yeah, if you're okay with that." He was like, "Yeah, that's fine." Now, taking care of kittens has made me realize there's a lot of responsibility. When we got these kittens, we realized that they were probably only about 3 weeks old. So we had to bathe them, bottle feed them, get them dewormed, and train them for the litter box and make sure that they had the attention that they needed. But the hard work is worth it. Extending kindness to them has rewarded me in different ways. This happens often whenever you are kind to other people. You often get that kindness back to you, or you just feel better about yourself in general. Helping those that are in need impacted my life greatly in the past 3 weeks. Never ignore an opportunity to be kind. Now I'm going to show you my kittens. Sorry, they were in the other room. This is Fern, this is Petunia, and this is Tulip. Thank you.